Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious stuffed melitons with ham and shrimp. This recipe calls for about 14 stuffed melitons, and it is one of New Orleans' most popular dishes to fix around the holidays. So let's get started. Here is all what you will need to make your stuffed melitons. You will need 4 pounds, that's about 7 melitons. And along with that, you will need 1 pound of fresh Louisiana shrimp. And as you can see, the shrimp is pretty small. That's exactly what we need for this recipe. You will also need 12 ounces of diced ham, unsalted butter, plain breadcrumbs, and for your seasonings, you will need 1 yellow onion, celery, bell pepper, garlic, and for your additional seasonings, you will need some salt, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Now, if you don't have this, you can use the Zatarain's Creole seasoning or the Slap Your Mama Creole seasoning. And you will also need some Chef Paul Prud'homme Seafood Magic. To bake our melitons, you will need an 11 by 17 inch baking pan. And there we have it. Chop 1 yellow onion. Rinse your celery off before you chop it. Chop 3 to 4 stalks of celery. Chop your bell pepper in half. Make sure you remove the core out of the center of your bell pepper before you chop it. Chop 1 green bell pepper. Here we have about 3 cloves of garlic. We're going to chop that up really fine until it's minced. Here we have our melitons. We're going to start by taking a knife and we're going to cut the melitons in half. Now, as you can see in the middle, there's a seed. You're going to take a spoon and you're going to remove the seed. And this is how it looks when we're done. Remove the head off of the shrimp. Peel the shell off of the shrimp tail. And you're going to place that into a separate bowl and make sure you reserve that so we can make our shrimp stock. Cut the back of the shrimp out. As you can see, there's a black string. You're going to pull that out. Take your shrimp tails and cut them in half. And the reason why we're doing this is because the shrimp is pretty big, so we're cutting it down some. Add your chopped shrimp tails into a strainer and rinse them off with cold water. Preheat your fryer to medium-high heat. Add 1½ quarts of water. Now we're going to add some seasoning. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning and 1 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic. Stir all ingredients together. Add your shrimp heads and shells. Stir all ingredients together. We're going to let this simmer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes and our shrimp stock is now done. And as you can see, that's cooked down pretty good. Then turn your fire off. Add your shrimp stock into a mesh strainer with a bowl underneath it. Discard your shrimp heads and shells. And there we have it, shrimp stock. Now you will have about 2 cups of shrimp stock for this recipe. Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. Add 1 gallon of water. Let the water come to a boil. Add your melitons. We're going to cover this. We're going to let this boil for about 40 minutes. It's been about 40 minutes now. Now how to tell if they're done. If you can stick a fork in there pretty easily, that lets you know that your melitons are done. Now we're going to remove those out of the pot. And add them onto our baking pan. We're going to let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. Using a spoon, dig out the insides of the melliton. And you're going to take the insides of the melliton, you're going to place that into a bowl. Now you want to be very careful with this. You don't want to damage the sides of the melliton. Now as you can see, our melliton filling has quite a bit of water in there. We're going to add that into a mesh strainer. You're going to take your spatula and you're just going to mix it around a little bit. And you're also going to press down on the melliton filling to get the water out. Using a potato masher, mash the melliton insides. Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. Add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Spread the butter along the bottom of your pan. Let the butter melt. Add 3/4 cup of chopped yellow onion, 1/2 cup of chopped celery, 1/2 cup of green bell pepper, and 2 tablespoons of garlic. Stir all ingredients together. Let this saute for 12 minutes. It's been about 12 minutes, and as you can see, our seasonings has cooked down. Now we're going to add our mashed melliton into the pan, and this is about 1/4 cup of melliton that we're adding in here. Stir all ingredients together. Add a half a cup of diced ham. Stir all ingredients together. Let this saute for about 3 minutes. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of Chef Papadom's Seafood Magic. Stir all ingredients together. At this point, you can go ahead and taste your stuffing to see if it's at your desired taste. If not, you can add a little bit more seasoning. Add your shrimp. Stir all ingredients together. Add 1 cup of shrimp stock. Stir all ingredients together. Add 1/8 cup of breadcrumbs. Stir all ingredients together. And our stuffing is now done. Turn your fire off. At this time, go ahead and taste your stuffing to see if it's at your desired taste and consistency. If not, you can add a little bit more seasoning, shrimp stock, or breadcrumbs. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Take your stuffing and add it into your melatonin shells, and you should be able to fill about 14 shells with this stuffing, okay? And this is how it looks when we're done. Now, as a final garnish, we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some breadcrumbs right on top. If you want to bake your melitons at a later date, you're just going to wrap them with aluminum foil and place them into your freezer and bake them whenever you're ready. Place your melitons into a preheated 350-degree oven. Bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to remove your melitons out of the oven. Here we have our stuffed melitons. We've just taken them out of the oven. Now you're going to let these cool for about 5 minutes before serving. Now if you want to warm these at a later date, you're going to individually wrap them with aluminum foil and place them into your freezer. Here's the final presentation. And there you have it, stuffed melitons with ham and shrimp. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Look at that. taste that shrimp with the ham, along with all the seasonings that we add. Then you got the flavor of the melatonin. The dressing is so moist, melt in your mouth. It's so good. I'm telling y'all, it's delicious. So give the recipe a try. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stuffed melitons with ham and shrimp, made by a New Orleans native. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like up, subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy all of my delicious recipes cooked right here in my kitchen. If you have any questions or comments, please post them, or you can email me at charliethecookandrews@gmail.com. You can also like, follow, or contact me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/charliethecookandrews. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes at www.charliethecookandrews.webs.com. And if you want to donate to the channel, check out the links in the description box and it'll take you step by step on how to donate. So, until next time, take care and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.